I chose USC over a few other schools just because I felt like it was the right fit when I went down there. Everything felt normal and good and a great fit for me. And obviously, it's got a good culture, good tradition. So that played a good part of it, and the academics. Being a private school has some really great academics. So that also played a huge role. And location was ideal. I kind of wanted to stay in California and more Southern California, so USC was just like the ideal spot. So.
Had you been a USC fan?
I wasn't a diehard USC fan like going into it, but I definitely was a USC fan out of all the schools in California, so I would say yes to that. So.
And what about school-wise? What do you want to major in?
And right now, communications. I'm not 100% positive on that, but it's kind of the ideal thing right now for me. So communications is probably what I'll follow into at USC.
What other schools, Tyler, were high on your radar screen, and you theirs?
Yeah, University of San Diego was high on my radar screen. I really liked that school a lot too, and I was pretty focused on there until USC called me and offered me a good scholarship, and after that it was all USC from there on out. So, and then Washington, I had some good interest in that, being in the Pac-12 too. UW, it's pretty cool up there. I went up there on an official visit and liked it a lot. So that was a big school of my interest too, and Cal Poly as well, up in San Luis Obispo. Yeah, they were.
You weren't playing for us in the spring, right?
Yes, of course.
And you had a pretty fantastic year last year, 2.4 ERA, 9-2 record. Talk a little bit about last year, and what things were working for you, and what made such a good year.
Yeah, definitely. Last year, it was cool because I actually got a full year of baseball. I didn't get hurt. So I've been junior year in high school, I got hurt. Senior year in high school, I got hurt. So it was cool playing a full season of baseball. But and just like playing against like collegiate athletes was cool too. And I developed my best pitch probably last year, which is a split change. So that helped me out big time last year in getting these good stats. But overall, I just felt great last year, having a full year to play and compete. So everything felt good, and I had a great pitch, a new addition to my assault as well, the splitter. So it was good.
Now you say that USC all of a sudden became #1 did they come in kind of late after the other schools?
They showed interest in me during just a little bit, but then I didn't hear back from them for like a few weeks, and then so I kind of thought it was over. But then they kind of like hit me back late, so and then they offered me a good scholarship. So after that.
When did they offer it to you?
Probably like a week, 2 weeks before signing date.
Okay, which was about when?
I'd say about like
late October. Last week.
Yeah,
October.
yeah, late October. Yeah.
Okay.
And what is the scholarship offer?
It's a 70. I think it was around 70% on top of. I'm getting a grant too, which helps out a lot. So, and then a 70% athletic scholarship. So.
You know how fast you throw the ball, so?
How fast?
How fast were you clocked last year?
Last year I was 82 to 85, and this year it's jumped up a little bit, so that definitely helped me a lot. Yeah.
Coach, could you kind of talk about Tyler as a pitcher? We have his stats obviously, but can you kind of talk about his approach to on the mound and you know what makes him so effective?
Well, last year, pretty much every time he touched the baseball, we won, which is kudos to him, and you know, much deserving of his accolades last year of conference pitcher of the year and all Southern California. You know, and where he's came in at last fall, to see him become that pitcher. I want to say we had it mapped out, but kind of his our goal for him was to be the best pitcher in the conference last year, and then to be the best pitcher in the state of California this year. And it's a very achievable goal, I think, for all of us. For how he's developed through last spring and coming into this fall too, where he was obviously he's signed a letter of intent with USC, but he was pretty much on everybody's radar and has kind of jumped off the map as far as the professional baseball interest as well.
We've had 3 Division I signings, not too long a time, right? Steven to Nebraska, and Zach Zahner to Cal Poly, and that's pretty good for our program.
Once is just outstanding to the kids that have come here, and the talent that we're fortunate enough to work with here at Santa Barbara.
Coach, so many scouts are enamored with the 95-mile-an-hour fastball, but here's Tyler, who just said he threw between 82 and 85, and he gets guys out. He's the conference pitcher of the year. Define what that means as far as a guy that's not overpowering but just wins.
Well, that was the case last year, and he's been a little modest. I mean, I think he came in here at 82 to 84, maybe pitched in the spring 85 to 87, and then this fall has been consistently over 90 and hit 92 this fall. So I think he's been a little bit modester. If he was throwing 82 to 84, I don't think the pro interest would be quite as high as in Tyler, as well as the Division I interest and high-level Division I interest as well.
So throwing 82 to 84 and winning and conference pitcher of the year
anybody
now.
that's left-handed and breathing, people want to see throw and see what they can do. And like I said, it's just kudos to him as far as his work ethic and what he's done and been able to achieve since he's been here. And I think this is just kind of a natural progression of signing. It's exciting for any community college student athlete to kind of I think the unfortunate thing is I think a lot of kids, they go for the quick route and maybe settle for less, and someone like Tyler, he came to a community college, was lucky and we're fortunate enough that he chose us, and now is heading in the right direction, signing with a Pac-12 school with a long tradition. I mean, USC's up there as far as the history of Division I baseball, but I think it's also I want to say a fallback plan, but I certainly see him being a pro prospect and getting drafted in this year's amateur draft in June.
Can I ask, are you looking forward to following Dylan Axelrod's footsteps out of this place?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yes.
What about academics-wise here at City College? What's that experience been like for you?
Definitely challenging. Like, you gotta definitely whole different ballgame than high school. So, but yeah, no, they've been good. I've had to definitely use my resources here to try and strive and get good grades, because it's pretty challenging here.
But we do have the good resources available.
Unreal, yeah, very good resources. Yeah, they offer help in whatever you need, pretty much. So it's been great here. The academics here are really, really great. So I'm fortunate enough to be a part of this. So.
USC is the #1 film school in America. You're a good-looking guy. I think you may try to get.
We'll see what happens.
He's got the modeling experience, right?
Yeah. Did we help you today?
That's funny. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Tyler, what do you think you're looking forward to most about taking it to the next level and pitching in the Pac-12?
I'm looking really forward to just pitching against like the so-called best of the best on the West Coast, being the Pac-12. So I'm definitely looking forward to like competing with some of the most elite athletes on the West Coast. Yeah. So that's the main thing I'm looking forward to.
Are you excited about the fact that you've got so much more velocity on your fastball, Tyler, and as a left-hander? I mean, lefties in the majors make a really good living throwing 88.
Yeah.
If you're over 90, are you excited about what that new velocity is going to do for you in your repertoire?
Big time, yeah. No, it's helped everything all around. Like, off-speed pitches are more effective too, and I'm very excited about my velocity has jumped, and hopefully next year it just jumps again. So that's what I'm hoping for, and I'll work for. So I'm very excited about my velocity is.
How's our team for next year?
Spring? We're excited because his velocity jumped.
What did you do to build your strength and get the ball up over 90 miles an hour?
I think a big part of it was taking the summer off of summer baseball, because I threw 85 innings last year, and taking the summer off kind of, I think, helped my arm regain a little bit of strength. And I worked out a lot over the summer, and I worked hard last year during season and fall, and just kind of everything just building up into this fall. Just all like helped me gain my velocity. So.
But you needed a break, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Do you believe that you only have so many quality throws, a pitcher only has so many quality throws in his arm over the course of his career?
Yeah, I believe so. Everyone's different though. Like some guys can go 9 innings every day and their arm be fine. Like I'm just yeah, I definitely needed a little bit of a break, a couple months, and just lift and try to get a little bit bigger composition all around, and I think that helped me a lot. So yeah, but like everyone's different though, you know. So.
Do you consider yourself a strikeout pitcher?
Yeah. I consider myself.
You'd have what, 3 games of 9 or more, so.
Yeah. Yes, I'll consider myself a strikeout pitcher. Yeah.
Did UCSB come calling at all time?
Yeah, they're actually the first ones that actually offered me a scholarship back in a month and a half, 2 months ago. So they're the first ones that came to me, and after that, it was a little overwhelming with all the stuff that was going on. So, but yeah, they did.
With Checketts having a reputation as being this pitching-minded coach, and seeing what they did last year, what was it that made you maybe think other schools besides UCSB?
Well, getting to Checketts, when I talked to him, he was a great guy. Like being a pitching coach as well as head coach, that's always cool to have. You know, it's kind of rare, but I mean, like we built a great relationship, and that was kind of the first like real Division I like experience kind of I had. And so after that, I kind of I got calls from a few other, like a good amount of other schools, and I just opened up my options a little bit to try and like see what else I had. And then like a school like USC just won it over from there on out, you know. So, but yeah, no, I had a good relationship with him. Then when I spoke to him, and everything seemed good, but I just wanted to kind of view my other options, you know.
You didn't care for the radio guy?
I don't blame you. I run a lot of people out of there. God, that fat guy's gonna interview me all the time. Screw that. Where's USC?